Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to your chemistry class of standard 7. I am taking chapter 11 from your science book, and today is my lecture 6, page number 131 132. Today I will mainly discuss about formation process of different rocks. But at first you have to know what is rock. Actually, rock is a naturally occurring solid mixture of one or more minerals. For example, marble, granite, sandstone, limestone, etc. That means it is a solid substance which is actually contains one or more of different minerals. Now, types of rock. There are three types of rocks mainly. They are igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. This sedimentary rock is also called alluvial rock. Today we will know about the formation process of these three types of rocks, and also we will see different examples of these rocks. For example, at first, igneous rock. Igneous rock is actually originated from magma or lava. Magma or lava is the molten minerals which were trapped inside the balls of earth since millions of years ago, and gradually due to cooling temperature this is turns into hard rock, and this is known as igneous rock. So we can say igneous rock is just the solid form of liquid molten metals. So we can say this is the physical change, because here only physical state, that is liquid state, turns into its solid state due to cooling temperature. Now we will know detail about the formation process of igneous rock. Follow here. Deep in the ground is molten rock called magma. Sometimes magma bursts through the surface causing volcanic eruptions. Igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies, which I am saying. When magma cools above the surface, these igneous rocks are known as extrusive igneous rock, and when magma cools below the surface, these rocks are named intrusive igneous rocks. Follow here. This is the magma under the ground or inside the balls of earth. At first, the molten metals are gathered here, and due to cooling temperature, gradually this molten magma turns into hard rock. So when these rocks are present under the ground, then this is known as intrusive igneous rock, and when it presents on the surface, then its name is extrusive igneous rock. Now another picture is followed. Igneous rock is formed by magma, that is molten rock, being cooled and becoming solid. Now they may form either below the surface as intrusive rocks or on the surface as extrusive rocks, which I have already discussed. This magma can be made up of melted pre-existing rocks in either the earth's mantle or crust, and they are mostly made up of interlocking crystals and usually very hard to break. So this is very clear to us that in previously due to more temperature of this universe, in that time the minerals are present in liquid form, and when the temperature is gradually decreasing and becomes this habituated atmosphere. In that time, some molten minerals are trapped inside the balls of earth, and these molten metals which are trapped inside the balls of earth, these are called magma. So magma is nothing just molten rock, and this magma, due to cooling temperature, gradually turns into hard rock, and this rock is known as igneous rock. Now follow some examples of igneous rock. There are many types of igneous rock are present. Among them, basalt, granite. These are commonly used and important, and also you can just know the name of these rocks, igneous rock. For example, granite. Granite is generally used to decorate the building, and basalt also has many works. So these are actually examples of igneous rock. Now we will know about the sedimentary rock or alluvial rock. Sedimentary rock, it is actually formed from the igneous rock. How? Due to different climate change, such as heavy storm, wind, thunderstorm. Due to this climate change, the igneous rock at first turns into small pieces, and these small pieces of igneous rocks blow by the heavy wind or heavy rainwater, it gathered into the sea. Follow here, materials washed into the sea or blown by wind. Follow here, these are small pieces of igneous rocks, and these are also blown by heavy wind from different area of the world. Then all are actually gathered into the sea or under the sea. And also the dead body of different fishes, animals, plants, also they are gathered under the sea, and they form a layer. These small pieces of igneous rock, the dead body of different plants, animals, and due to bacterial action, they are actually rotten here, and due to different temperature and pressure under the sea water, and different reactions, due to different reactions, they are gradually form layer or sediment, and these sediments are gradually turns into hard rock, which is known as sedimentary or alluvial rock. Since these rocks are formed due to making different layer, at first the small pieces of igneous rocks, then on the rocks different dead body parts of different animals, plants are gathered, so they actually make a layer, and due to different reactions at high temperature and pressure under the seawater, they form a rock. So these rocks is called sedimentary or alluvial rock. For this, these rocks are named like this, sedimentary rock. So can you say what type of change is the formation of sedimentary alluvial rock? Yes, this must be a chemical change, because chemical reactions are related here. So this is the formation process of alluvial rock is a chemical change. Now follow some examples. Follow here, limestone, sandstone, then rock salt, chert, shale. So these are actually examples of sedimentary or alluvial rocks. You know that limestone it is familiar to us. This is actually calcium carbonate. That means I have said rocks are mainly solid mixture of minerals. So limestone is just calcium carbonate. Sandstone, silicon dioxide, like this. So actually these rocks are contains one or more minerals. Now we will know about the formation process of metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks actually formed from the igneous or alluvial rock. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the effect of heat and pressure on existing rocks. they can greatly affect the hardness, texture or layer patterns of the rocks. That means, follow here, metamorphic rock is forming here, and metamorphic rocks actually formed under the pressure, for the pressure from surface rocks. That means from the pressure of other rocks, igneous rock and alluvial rock from the surface area, and the heat of magma. Under the ground there is present magma, igneous rock, and igneous rock is actually molten metal. So high temperature is present here. So due to heat of magma and due to pressure of other rocks, the inside between these two pressure, the rocks are transformed into different shape or different properties. These rocks are known as metamorphic rocks. So we can say metamorphic rocks are actually transformed form of igneous rock or alluvial rock. For example, quartz, that is silica, then gneiss, slate, marble, etc. So these are actually metamorphic form of different igneous rocks or alluvial rock. For example, follow here, sandstone. You know that sandstone is a alluvial rock or sedimentary rocks. This sandstone increasing metamorphism, that means gradually transformed into quartzite. This quartzite is actually a metamorphic rock. Another example follow here, limestone. I have said limestone is calcium carbonate mainly. So this limestone is gradually transformed into this form. This is known as marble. Marble is also calcium carbonate, contains calcium carbonate. So limestone gradually transformed into this marble, into this shape, this form. This is the metamorphic rock, and its name is marble. So marble is the metamorphic rock of limestone. Limestone is alluvial rock and marble is metamorphic rock. Follow the another example, granite. I have said granite is a igneous rock, isn't it? So this granite is gradually transformed into metamorphic rock, gneiss. So this is the transformed form of igneous rock, granite. So like this way, for example, another example is coal. You have know that coal is koila. Coal is also gradually transformed into graphite. You have seen graphite because this graphite is also used in pencil. So this graphite is a metamorphic rock which is transformed from alluvial rock, that is coal. So like this way, actually metamorphic rock is formed from different igneous rock or alluvial rock. So I hope you can understand, my dear students. So today up to this, and this is the last lecture of this chapter, and not only of this chapter, also chemistry part, and only exercise is left which I will discuss in my next class. Up to that, stay safe and be well. Thank you everybody.